Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's look what happened. We broke this 3600 level yesterday and we are now hovering around 3800, a little bit lower than that, and basically what I was expecting, if this would happen, that it would increase the chance to this to be the fourth wave of Elliot waves pattern around here, and then it very well could go even higher from that. I wouldn't be that surprised if we will go something to this 4,375, just because of the fact that this fourth wave should be actually quite high comparing to this small increase in price. And finally, we also, if you remember, we were growing up to this level before. So basically we collected a lot of stops orders around this area. We collected the stop orders in this area. We were trading a lot in this field as well, but we didn't go above 4,375 yet. But there are a lot of the stops are placed just above this level. In order to cut those stops, we need to go above this level. Also, the next one is 4,740 or something like that, and this one is pretty much like far away. I don't think that will go that far, but 3,500, I think we can test this level and then go below. So 4.5k on Coinbase is the thing which I would consider to be the last target to sell. So if you bought somewhere around the bottom, I would already sell some position before it broke 3,600, and some position already now, some position at 4,100, and some position at 4,350. Of course, it's like 10 plus 15 plus 15 plus 20% or something like that. So not full position, because we don't know, maybe it was actually the bottom around here and the price will go just to the new all-time high and we will never see the price that low again. So I would be really happy to see that. That is why, of course, I'm not a financial advisor, everything in which I say is my personal opinion, but that is why I would keep some position around here, but I will continue to sell when on the way up, just to hedge my position from the fact that it may go down and reach the new lows. The same with the altcoins. Altcoins are showing the great performance recently, but again, guys, it's like 20% of the total market capitalization. It's not that, being $20 billion at the same time, it's not that much to pump those prices to that levels. So I would say that, and actually the volume, although it was quite nice patterning around here, it didn't go down, it's consolidating, and it's consolidating now, which also indicates that we may go higher because we don't see the correction from this high. So we actually see some consolidation in this area. It is a very nice sign, but the volume is not that huge comparing to the overall volume during this drop. So from 6,000 or something in 5.5, we had a lot of the volume on the sell, and we didn't see any buying with the same amount yet. I think that because we didn't touch the level where the buying should happen. Of course, there is OTC and everything, but still, my opinion is as follows. Finally, which I was going to mention, is these two things. If you look at the daily chart, by the way, I shall mention that before, that if you look at the candles around here, that first candle, well, this I wouldn't consider this small one, but the first candle was very strong, second was less strong, and now we didn't finish the day yet, but this is almost like twice smaller yet than this one. So I would think that the steam of the energy of the bulls getting lower, and we're sort of hitting the correction limit for this drop, maybe something like 4,000 or lower, maybe 3.8 or something like that, and then we can go lower from this point. It's actually easier to fall from the cliff then to push the price below this 3,100, something like that, because you see the drop here was pretty much of sudden drop, like sharp, and then this one is less sharp, and this one is even less sharp. The volatility was as well smaller, which means that the bears couldn't have the energy enough, the power enough to push price even lower, although they wanted, of course, but it wasn't that easy. So they decided to have a break, and now we see the increase in price, which might go to a certain level, as we discussed. So we'll see how the daily candles will look like. So far it's like approaching some limit where we probably will have a bounce off. Now if you look at the global chart like that, you remember that huge triangle, meme triangle, which we were looking for like maybe a few, almost a year, 9-10 months or something. But if you actually will draw this triangle, not starting from this point, but from this point, then you would see that the height of this triangle is like $4,000, and we broke this triangle down. So from the standpoint of the technical analysis, a simple one, you would expect to see the bottom somewhere around $4,000 below the base of this triangle, which would be at the level of $1,800. And some of you would say, oh, this is so low, it cannot happen. But you know what, I think that it has a chance, like not a big chance. I don't know, I would give like 10% to that happen, like probability of this to happen, but 10% is actually huge. And the reason why I think it could happen as well is not only because of this triangle thing, but also because you see, as we discussed before, there was not so much of a panic so far, and at the bottom there was not so much of the volume as well. So I would like to see at least some increase of the volume higher than this volume or something. And of course it was more like even quite a bit of a panic when we broke this flat region, but still I would want to see even higher panic right now in order to fix the bottom level. And you see the first level of panic I would expect to be in this green area, somewhere around 2,750, and even bigger panic would be below 2,500. But this $2,000 is very strong psychological level. Currently I think it's like one of the strongest one, and as soon as we'll pin it downwards, we will see a lot of the sell action, because people will be so much panicking, and I can easily see how it could happen. And then at this point it still will be not enough people who would expect this to go like $1,000 or 1,200, as some of technical analysts say that. So those people will expect lower prices, they will not buy, but price will bounce off the level quite higher than that one, than 1,000 or something, 1,000 plus, and those people will not be able to buy, but the panic will be already enough, like 99% or 90%, whatever percentage of people who are trading, who are investing, who are holding, will sell at this level, be expecting this it will crash to zero, whatever. So it seems reasonable to me, but still I would say let's just buy the low, sell high. So if it go down, let's buy here. If it will not go, let's sell a little bit here and wait for the bull run. This is my standpoint. And the second thing which I was going to show you is that you see those colorful lines I drew here. It's the levels which we passed through during this fall, and I drew them pretty much like November, end of November, 2 weeks ago or something like that, or maybe this one was a little lower, a little later, like a week ago. You can check that actually in the previous videos, but today I drew this Fibonacci retracement, and what I see is that they are pretty much matching my lines. So this one was pretty at the bottom of this candle, which had a lot of the volume, so it is still valid, not that strong, but still this one is exactly basically the line which I drew. So like this level, and this one, and this one, and this one as well. the last one, the price didn't go to the last one which I picked, and it's very sad to me because I probably will buy some at this point. But yeah, I just drew these lines by Fibonacci, you see, and because of the price went exactly along the Fibonacci retracement lines. Very interesting and very beautiful in my opinion. Anyway, guys, according to Fibonacci, this would be the bottom, and we'll see if it will touch it. So let's see how the price will evolve in the next days. Very interesting situation. And the last thing which I was going to mention is that one guy or two guys in my comments of my videos say that, hey, we need to make a Telegram group to like share the news and everything more frequently. So I made a group. You can find the link in the description below the video. I think there are like one person in the English chat and like 3 people in Russian chat, so it's a lot of action, a lot of chatting happen over there. Maybe it will be like 10 eventually. Anyway, if you like, please join. If you don't, it's up to you. So far, safe trading, guys, and hope to see you tomorrow with the next update as we do them daily on this channel. Thank you for being with me this video. Goodbye.